Alright, time to get back at this knuckle motor. Okay, so I turned down the OD of this here, was all butchered before. So this is now smaller than the hole that goes in here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move this hole over about 20 thou, because I need something around 23 is kind of what I need, I think. 23 max, low is maybe 19. The problem is the worm gear does not engage with the circuit breaker gear over here, because they machined a hole in the case too far this way, so I gotta move it away. I'm not exactly sure how much it is. The angle this goes down makes a difference. How it lines up down here, 4 inches down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a hole in here. I'm gonna move it over a number. I'll figure out which one it's gonna be in a minute. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a thin bushing. Just a straight bushing for now. Put this in there and see if it engages down here like it belongs. If it seems like it's good, then I'll stay with where it's at. If it's too close, it'll be tight, it won't go down. If it's too far over, it'll be a lot of backlash in it. So I'll make an adjustment and I'll put the final hole in it. So the side to side like this is okay. The front to back is the problem. The other problem is this is about 30 thou too low. So this worm gear barely touches on the gear. It's like right here instead of down in the middle where it belongs. The engagement with the other gear. That's a whole nother problem. But if I can build it up right here and do that, but that looks kind of weird when you do that. So I don't know if I want to do that. So anyway, for now I'm going to go ahead and recenter this, make sure it hasn't moved. It's been sitting for a month since Mom died, so time to get back on this, some work done around here. So right now the computer said, or the digital readout says I'm within 1/10 of a thou. Let's see what the indicator says. Always believe indicators, never believe that digital crap, because usually it's off. They don't like each other, which means they don't duplicate. No repeatability. That means no accuracy. So right now, thousands there. About around right there, it figures. Holes out around. So it's 0 on this side here. It's +1 over here, and -2 over there. Theoretically, that means I need to move it a little bit. I can probably split the difference and get that to come in. I'm not sure where I got that number from before, so let's split the difference. And that might make it round now. It's not the same spot, so it's not really out of round, it's just off center, would be my guess. Okay, that brought it over a little bit. So we got 6/10 on the bottom. At the full thou, I moved it too much. 7, shooting for 8/10. It was 9/10. That's what that does. Yeah, now it's back on center where it belongs. It was not out around, it was off center. And that's with the indicator only this deep in, so if you go in deeper it might change. Don't know. We'll see that with the when we make a cut. So now when you look at the dial, it doesn't move when you go around. It moves a little bit, but not much. Alright, so we can go with that for now. We moved it 9/10. It's 1/10 different there, but I can live with that. I could probably compensate that 1/10. Yeah, I'm 2/10 the other way now. One, 0. Okay. Now we're 0 that way. We're 9/10 this way. We 0 it. So now we're 0, 0. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put a light cut down here and see what the hole looks like. If it cuts straight all the way down, great. If it cuts off to one side, we know we're offset wrong. If it cuts at a high here and low over here, then we know it's at a different angle. which will affect my offset. So we'll have to make a cut and just see what we got. Because I squared these decks up to what these lifter blocks were kind of, but they're all out of whack too. Everything is off. Okay, we can go with our small one here. Okay, that fits. Good. Air on the subject. Okay, we've got 2 inches of cutting distance. We got clearance with 2 inches. We have about a 4-inch long cutter. So here's a good cutter here, but the problem is this is probably too big to use because it won't fit in the hole. It looks like it'll just fit in there. Yeah, barely fit is the word. Okay, going that deep, so I gotta be careful. Alright. It should cut. My other cutter is this one, which I've trimmed to fit in tight spots. But as you can see, it's shorter. Probably not long enough to cut what I need. Okay. Okay. Good fit. We can't go that deep. Go about to here, see how that works. So you can look through in there, see how much distance you got. Okay, that's fully engaged. I could pull it out more if I had to. I'd come out 3/8 of an inch more if I needed to. Probably okay. That is going to be a tight hole. Not hitting anything, that's a good sign. Bottom's way down here, and we're just clearing the case. Clear's good. Stop right here where it shuts us off. Should be good. Okay. All that looks good. Now we're just seeing if it hits on anything. About 5-10 thou each time here. Not hitting anything. And we're pretty straight on the hole. Still not hitting. That hit. Okay, so that number is too much. Looks like we're on 10. Okay. This up, see what kind of finish we get, and see if it hits anything. Now I'm going to turn the power on though. Not hitting anything. I'll back it off about 8 or 10. This is power feeding down right now. See how the crank's going. When it hits the stop here, we'll shut off. So we're going down. And boom, it just stopped right there. I did not put any tension on that like I should have. Always put a little tension on that to put some drag on it. Feels good. Okay, now I'll go ahead and give it a little extra here. So we know for sure we're hitting one right here on 10. So we'll give it about 5 more than we had, maybe 4, definitely 5. See what happens. We're hitting. Hit right on the top, and that's it. I'm cutting at about 1500 almost RPM. Not hitting anywhere else. Only right at the very tip top. See, now the handle doesn't pop back like it did. I got drag on it right here. Never put your hand around this when it's moving. Okay, so what did we hit on? We hit right here on this corner, that edge right there, and that was it. Okay. Give it a couple thou more, about 2 thou. See what happens here. Cutting. You can hear it unevenly. A lot of machining you're doing by sound, feel, some vision, but mainly sound. I can hear it's barely touching at all. I'm a little heavy right there. Okay, now you try to see what actually cut. So you can see how we're cutting right here on this back corner. To here. So we're cutting from here to about there, so it's pretty even. We're too close. From the bottom, you can see how it looks like it's trimming about the identical spot. Yep. Okay, so we know we're too close this way, so we need to move this thing over back toward me a little bit. Probably about that 9/10 I moved it. There's our 9 right there. We'll put that back to -5 though. Come on, move. Whoop. There's 4, 3. Come on, give me a couple tens. 4, 5. Okay, there's -5. Let's see what this. We'll do the same cut again. See what happens. I don't hear any cutting. No cutting going on. Barely touching there, you hear it? Looks about the same. Kind of polished a little bit. Definitely cut on the back side, so I think we're pretty close. So I'm making a couple more tints. Move. There's 9. That's 4 tints. That's a lot of movement. Okay, let's see what that cut's like. Now if it cuts the same amount off the back, this corner as it did over here, then I'll split it at 7. I'll split back where we're at 6. So I'm not really hearing it cutting. So that means it probably wants to be at 9 pins. So for whatever reason, when I moved it the first time, even though the indicator said to move it, the cutting says no, don't do that. Okay, you can just see where it's just smearing across that surface at that number. Alright, so between the two I'm going to cut. So I'm going to back, I moved to 10 also on me. So I'm going to back this back to about 7 to 8 tenths, if I can get it to go back 2 tenths. Oh, not that much back. 7, that's 3. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, I'm going to give this 1 thou. Yeah, thou and a quarter maybe I moved it. Thou and a half maybe max. Should cut cleanly the whole way down. We vibrate to 8 tenths. I'm alright with. Here it's not really cutting anything. You didn't really see any material coming out, but you can see how it's cut now all the way around. Looks like the same finish all the way around. So I think we'll get a nice hole. And the hole appears to be cutting all the way around on both sides. So that means this hole is just about dead, and that's perfect to what it was before. Because if it was off a little bit, it'd have like a big eyebrow and wouldn't hit. We only cut 1 thou material out of that whole thing on that last cut. We probably cut maybe 2 max out of the whole hole. Okay, we're going to zero this thing out at 8. Okay, so now I want to move it over my distance. So I'm going to kick this thing over 20. I think I need up to 23. My high number, I was 19-ish on my low side. I'd rather keep the worm gear tight than loose. These tenths is hard to do here. 20. Okay. Okay, now it's going to cut. Now I moved it over 20. We have to make the hole 40 thou bigger to clean. Now one way to know that is mark it with a felt tip, so you know what you're actually cutting. And you'll know. We know we're going to cut that side pretty easily. But the back side here is what really matters, because this will be our low spot. I have to cut it until we just hit right here. Damn. Stupid throat. Okay. Be right back.